Let's talk about a lot of player who's come under a lot of criticism since yesterday and since the season. That's Kane. A lot of people calling for Kane to be dropped after yesterday, saying after his display he doesn't look interested and we need him out of the team. Do you think dropping Kane is going to benefit us?
I'd like to see it given a go to see if it would benefit us. I can't say here now that it will benefit us because he's an absolute world-class player, but he's not playing like a world-class player at the moment. That's the truth of the matter. And yeah, I know last year he got all the numbers because the whole team was geared around him to get him all those goals and how he was dropping deep and providing all those assists. Yeah, I get that. And the team isn't kind of structurally set up the same way as it was to get the best out of him and so on. Fine, I get that. But the way I look at things this season, I think our best performance of the season this season has come without Harry Kane. I think we looked a lot more dangerous, especially on the counter-attack without Harry Kane, with those fluid front three. So I think that this team needs a change. Something needs to happen. We need to try figure out a way. I don't know what way that is, but I would like to see potentially Harry Kane come out of the team next game. As much as it hurts me to say it, because I love Harry Kane, but I think that just something needs to happen, and I think that our best performance so far this season has come without him.
Do you really believe yesterday's result would have been different if it was Kane? It was Bergwijn instead of Kane.
No.
So why drop Kane? Why is he the problem then?
Who else can we drop?
Get Skip back in there. Get Romero in there.
I want them in there as well.
Sort out the back line.
Them as well.
I would concentrate on sorting out the back line and the midfield first before we start. For me, look. Kane played shit yesterday. He's played shit all season. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing from Harry Kane. But I'm not happy with what I'm seeing from the team structural from a first point. I would rather try and keep Kane in the team and improve the structure of the team by getting the balance of the defence and midfield right, rather than thinking that Kane is the main problem, so we need to drop Kane.
I don't think he's the main problem. He's still a problem, though.
Yeah, but a lot of players are a problem.
And and the thing is, the biggest problem at the moment is Tanguy Ndombele, because we can't seem to attack without him. And when he's in the team, he's the biggest liability.
With him. Yeah.
So that's the biggest problem for me, is
Yeah.
Tanguy Ndombele. Because that situation, how the hell are we supposed to work around this situation where we're an absolute liability with him in the team, but again, without him in the team, we can't create a chance.
Get him with the protection. That's what we said before the game. Give him Skip and Højbjerg to protect him, not Dele. Dele is not going to protect Ndombele. It was never going to happen. Dele can put all the pressures he wants. He can put all the tackles he wants. He's not going to protect Ndombele. That's not his role. That's not Dele Alli. That's never going to be his role. He's never going to be the best in the league at that. And that's just reality. He's never going to be a top four challenging centre mid where he can be that player who can cover, who can work for the team and be the player who covers other players. It was never going to happen, and that's what we saw yesterday. But in terms of Harry Kane, I'm just seeing, our best performance was against Man City, and we played really well in that game. But then we played against Wolves the next game, and I know we won, but we were shite. We were terrible. It's not like we played well without Kane in that game either.
No.
So I don't. And then obviously Kane came in against Watford and we won 1-0, and that was also a game where we didn't play that well, but we had a bit of control. And then it's been horrific ever since. I just feel like if we were to drop Kane, and if we were to drop Kane for next game, I just think we're identifying the wrong solution to the problem with the team. I think that's the wrong solution. I think there are.
Of course there are. But Kane isn't the only change that needs to happen. We're not saying he's the only change that needs to happen. There's many changes that need to happen.
But when you've got the midfield and the defence sorted, you will see a better Kane. I'm certain of it. You will see a better Kane. You will see a Kane more involved and more alive. When our game plan is to give the ball to Sanchez and Dyer and just knock it long vaguely in Kane's direction, obviously Kane's going to look shit in that game. Look, and it's proven by that third goal.
It's not just this game, though, is it, Sim? It's not just this game. He's been shit all season.
Yeah, and we've been shit all season. Yeah, as a team, as a structural team.
And the only game that we've played well in is when he hasn't been playing.
I think against Watford, you could argue we were the better team.
Yeah, we were the better team against one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, but we won, and we were the better team. So, we had control, and we probably deserved to win that game.
That was not a good performance, come on.
We still deserved to win.
Yeah, we did.
So, whatever. That was
when you're comparing that to the Man City game, come on, it's night and day.
Yeah, but then with the next game, we played the same team, and against Wolves, as I say, we were terrible. So it's not like there's proof that we're guaranteed to play well without Kane.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
Wolves
mean?
have been doing that to all teams they've played this season, pretty much dominating them and losing 1-0. They did it to Manchester United.
Yeah, but they also got beaten by Brentford. You know what I mean?
They did, but they did it to Manchester United. It was basically a carbon copy game of what we did.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like
Wolves are not a bad team.
I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to. Well, look, I'm assuming. Look, we know Spurs probably aren't going to drop Kane anyway. But I think if we were to drop Kane, I feel like what's going to happen is we would start, if we do start to get the midfield and defence right, then we're going to have a lack.
By the way,
yeah, then we're going to have a lack of firepower up front if there's no Kane there. I really believe that. We look sharper against Man City, I'll give you that, against a team who leave a lot of space in behind. But against other teams, I feel like it won't be the solution. It won't be the solution everyone's thinking of. And I think we still... I think Kane, yesterday, as much as we want to criticise him, which is fair, he still had that shot that Ramsdale saved. He still got that chance which he missed. He could have got a penalty. He was the only one fighting back for that ball for the third goal, like looking to get the ball back when no one else would. I just don't see a player who's not trying at all, like people are saying. He wasn't involved, it's true. I think he had the third least touches, and that's not what we expect from Harry Kane. That's not what we expect from Harry Kane. I expect a lot more from him. But I think the structural issues are bigger than Harry Kane himself, and that's what we will have to focus on sorting before we start saying Kane needs to leave the team. I think if we get the structure right, we'll see a better Kane, rather than saying we need to get rid of Kane and then get the structure right. I think it's the other way around.
I get that, but I think that
I think a lot of people are looking for an easy scapegoat. Not you personally. I think a lot of people I'm seeing.
Do you think people are using Kane as a scapegoat right now?
Yeah, because I think people are. I've seen people saying take Kane out and we'll look a lot better, and I just don't believe that. I really don't. I think the
only way to try that, the only way to see that is to try it.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
because the only way to see that is think yesterday, right? Take Kane out and put Bergwijn in, and we're still lumping balls forward. Is that going to conduce to us creating chances?
No, but look, on the counter-attack, we'll be so much more faster, so much more fluid.
What counters did we get?
Yesterday, none. But look at the Man City game. You know what I mean? That's the game that we can go back to, because that's the only game that Kane didn't play in.
I remember last season against Man City when we beat them 2-0, Kane was leading the counter-attacks and was great.
We were much better against Man City this year than last year. Last year was a lucky win.
No, I disagree. I think it's the other way around.
Nah,
I think we were better last year.
How were we better last year?
Because last year we didn't
siege on our goal last year.
Yeah, but they didn't create a chance.
But
this year they did.
Around our 6-yard box literally the whole game. Okay, fine. Our defence held strong last year. But that's got nothing to do with Harry Kane.
It's got nothing to do with Harry Kane. I never said it was. But I would say
you're trying to compare Harry Kane's performance in the Man City game last year and him not playing this year.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show that.
And anyway, Harry Kane was a brilliant player last year.
I'm saying Kane can as a player also be good on the counter. That's my point by showing that against Man City last season. He was quite good on the counter attack. So it's not necessarily true that we're only good on the counter attack because Kane wasn't there.
No one said only good on the counter attack when Kane isn't there, but I said that we looked more fluid on the counter attack this year against Man City when Kane wasn't there.
Yeah, we did. That's true, and there was one good game. Yeah,
but just because you say that, it doesn't mean that I'm saying every time Kane plays we're bad, or every
I never
time
said
Kane
you.
plays
I said
on the
people.
counter.
I'm not talking about you. I'm seeing a lot of people are saying if you take Kane out of this team, we automatically look better and all this stuff. I just don't think that's true.
I don't think anyone's saying that.
No, I've seen people. I'm just saying I've seen people.
I think
say
people
that.
are just trying to look for solutions to make us better, and it's an easy conclusion to make when you look at that Man City game.
Exactly, that's my point. It's too simplistic a conclusion.
It might be, but you never know. You never know if Kane comes out of the team. We could easily have a great game if Kane comes out of the team easily and be more quicker on the attack.
Not with how we played yesterday. We didn't. The biggest problem yesterday.
The way we played yesterday, of course, it was nothing to do with Harry Kane.
Exactly. Thank you. That's all I want. I don't think that wasn't to do with Harry Kane yesterday.
It wasn't to do with Harry Kane, but you can still see that he's not anywhere near. He's a shadow of his old self.
Yeah,
he's a shadow of his old self, and that's why people are saying get Kane out of the team at least for one game, just to see how it goes. And I can see that, and I can accept it, and I probably hold the same view.
I don't. I think we'll be cutting off our nose to spite our face if we take out Kane. I think we'll drop Kane and will look just as bad, and then he'll come straight back in. That's what I think.
Could be.
That's what I reckon.
That could easily happen, but at least try something. You know what I mean? Try something. We got a few super chats to get through. Rish is saying Nuno logic: play some creative midfielders, only to lob straight over them for the entire 90 minutes. Do you think that was actually Nuno's plan, like to get the ball to Dyer and Sanchez and to lob it forward for 90 minutes?
No,
because I can't. Of
course it wasn't.
Because people are saying like, this was Nuno's tactic to lump the ball forward for 90 minutes. I do not believe that for a second. For me, with the players that he played in that team yesterday, it was clear that we wanted to play football yesterday. With Ndombele in there, with Dele Alli in there. The reason why we didn't, and the reason why we kept lumping it forward, because Ndombele and Ali kept hiding in that midfield. That's the reason why we kept lumping it forward.
There was no one, and Højbjerg as well. He wasn't coming short for it. Occasionally he did, but there was no movement. You have to be brave in these games. When you got the opposition pressing you, you have to be brave, and you've got to want the ball even if you're under pressure. And that should be Ndombele's forte. That should be his game, but he wasn't interested. And Dele Alli as well wasn't interested at all in wanting the ball under pressure. And that's what the best players, the best teams do. They demand the ball under pressure. They back themselves to on the half turn to beat a player and move the ball, progress the ball forward. And our midfield either didn't back themselves or weren't good enough to do it. And that's just the reality of the situation. And that's what our number one problem was. Non-existent on and off the ball. And that's why it was so easy for Arsenal to play.
Maria Williams with the super chat saying, if it was any other playing how Kane did or is, you would say drop him. No player should be guaranteed, especially if he isn't playing well. And I agree with that. I completely agree with that.
I don't know. I think if it was another player who got that chance that Kane did, who had a shot that forced Ramsdale to and could have had a penalty, I don't think if that was a different striker, you would probably say, we tried a few things and didn't come off for him. I don't think you'd be saying he should be dropped. I honestly don't think that. I think it's because it's Kane, you're saying he should be dropped, actually. I think it's the other way around.